Hey, there it is. All right. Look at you, nice and vertical, huh? Looking slim. I hear you're not stressing. You're wearing socks. There it is.
Somebody's working out.
So, hello, sir. From a distance, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're coming in loud and clear through the internet.
There it is. Look at that. It's like magic. Goes up to the clouds.
The miracles of modern technology.
Down from heaven for you. There it is.
Okay, relax, dude.
Here we are. Another End of Airsoft. I can't believe it hasn't ended yet. And goodbye. There it is. Episode 78. Wow. 78. Woo! And that is actually, we've had 78 End of Airsoft episodes, but we've also done like specialty non-End of Airsoft episodes where we've done other specialty things. And I might tease this. I'm actually going to be doing at Gladius. I'm going to be doing a special stream at Gladius with a special guest, someone who's never done our podcast before.
I have no idea.
Nope, nobody does. Nobody does. Two people in the world know right now. Me and that person.
I'm excited. Sure, sounds great. I'm just excited for Gladius. It could be the Pope. All right.
Nope, 100%.
I do agree. I am super excited for Gladius because it's an AO that I've never been in. And that's what makes it even more fun. It's the exploring of it.
And it's massive.
I haven't looked at the map yet.
Like thousands of acres. It's massive. Yeah, it's humongous.
So we got the DEO family going. It's going to be just so good. We're going to have new faces there. I'm excited.
We got new guys that have not played national events yet. This will be first, like this is Chris's first national event. You'll get to see Marley back out on the field, though, which is kind of awesome.
Very excited.
Back out there.
Marley was at Hibernia with like me and Emma and everybody. That was
like 6 years ago?
It's been a minute, huh? It's been a hot minute.
Let's see.
No, I'm super stoked. Like this is one event that I'm actually like, I have to go to this event. I want to look at this new AO. I hope we get. I really want to go to this AO because I don't know what boots to bring.
Yeah,
bring your Louis Vuittons, you bougie boy.
You said it's massive.
703.
So now I got to think like, wow, what am I
and we'll get there because I know you have a closet full of your fancy boots, and you're a fancy man. We will get there momentarily after we do the rundown of upcoming events, which I know is definitely prepared for.
Wow, what a surprise to hear out loud.
7:04. Okay, we got just a few minutes. This is our preamble.
Yeah,
or our ramble.
We're just hanging out. It's changed a lot because it used to be just Greg going, how does is the camera on? It's changed a lot. For sure.
It's a little different, and actually, it's getting ready to change again. I'm revamping the whole studio.
Well, is it going to be an actual studio? That's the question.
Well, technically, yes.
So no.
I said, well, it's still going to be in here, but it's going to be set up a lot more technical way. Multiple cameras, things like that. Because like you and I talked about doing some of the pre-recorded stuff, we want to do it like that, and in order to do it the right way is to shoot it that way. Shoot it with multiple cameras. Yeah. So we'll have that. With that lead in, sir, what's getting ready to go on in your neck of the woods?
Whoa! So my neck of the woods is a lot of necks, and there are woods. So check this out. We have some very exciting events coming up, starting right out the rip. I'm just going to start November 7th to the 9th. It's Gladius, new AO, good guys versus bad guys, good guys. It's going to be a fantastic time. Follow Third Coast Airsoft for all the details, ticket link information. Join the good guys, show those filthy green tans what it's worth. Losing. And that'll be a fantastic time. I am
can't join-
unbiased,
they can't
utterly
join
and
up for it,
completely.
it's okay.
Yeah, they can't join out for. We're special, invite only.
Yeah, they got to join JTF, but it's okay.
So let me rephrase it. Do something worth joining up for. Anyways, so moving right along, the weekend after that, the 14th to the 16th, is VFA's Redacted 2 at the Mount.
Yep.
What? Who said nope?
I said
Somebody said no. Dos. Oh, no habla español. So November 14th to the 16th, it's Redacted 2 by Veterans for Airsoft. The illustrious Freddie Lux himself is coordinating another fantastic event down in Mobile, Alabama. You don't want to miss it. If you miss the first one, you stink. If you miss this one, you reek. Definitely check this out. It's on the Mount Vernon Armory / Hospital. Historic buildings that are 160 plus years old. Fantastic time. Cruise. What?
I'm saying
cruising the weekend after that. Very busy November, and these are just the events we're interested in. It's the best event of the year in the state of Florida. It's Wasteland 17. Well by Mind Game Productions, an event located at Wayne's World of Paintball in Ocala, Florida.
About it.
LARP, Fallout, bottle caps, Nuka-Cola. You can't beat it. It is a LARP worth having. If you're a heavy Milsim guy, you should go. If you're a heavy LARP person, you should go. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go. It's a 2-day event. You should definitely check it out. Full immersion, dress up, have fun, leave your worries and woes at the door. Fantastic time all around. And you know what? Because I want to get in the meat and potatoes of this interesting topic I definitely knew about really far in advance. That's it. We'll just cut the event dates right there because November is like running a marathon. It's exhausting in terms of how many dates we have. And if you weren't on this roster, stinks. No, I'm kidding. We're not talking about it because we're not going to it. That's all. That's kind of it, to be super honest. So if you're offended, DM me.
He said that was like 14 in advance, like a year and a half in advance. And I was like, you know what? Wasteland. That's all. That's all I want to know about is Wasteland.
Coca-Cola.
Just Wasteland. There it is. Yep, bottle caps. All
right. Did you just say you're going to ignore Redacted 2? I'm literally calling Freddie right now.
Don't do that.
Freddie!
He's on the kayak. You can't do that. He'll fall off his stand-up paddleboard. Don't do that.
Anyway, the paddle is a gun.
So thank you very much for the segue of talking about all these different kind of events. What do these events all have in common? Gear, guns, grenades, gear, all of that. They all have that in common, and that's what we're talking about tonight, but in a little bit different of a way. What does that mean? Well, I went to a Serious Viking one year, right? This was, I believe, like a year and a half ago, and they ended up calling it. What the nickname was? What, Serious Grenade or Grenade Viking or something they called it? I can't remember. Something like that. They after the game, the players started calling it that because for some reason this game, like everybody had like $1,000 worth of grenades like on their person, and they were just lobbing grenade after grenade after grenade. And
Hilarious.
I heard a lot of people complain about that. This has been on my mind for a while. A lot of people complain about that, talking about how it's not fair. You know, oh, you're just going to keep throwing grenade after grenade. It's not fair. It's not fair. Well, okay, so let's get into it. If you've got an open wallet, if you've got deep pockets, if you've got all that, does that make it unfair? Does that border on almost cheating? Is it not right to do?
For those of you watching the stream, please leave your comments on the message.
Nice.
Yeah, I was almost there. But no, I was thinking more about your question, and no, that is not cheating in my opinion.
I said, does it border on cheating? Is it an unfair advantage? No, it's not an unfair advantage. Okay.
Some of us carry 20 grenades in our person at any given moment.
Never have more than $30 thinking it. Well, it depends. If they're college-bound airsoft players, you are correct, Austin. You are correct.
Here's the deal.
So you feel like it's not an unfair advantage if one person's got all the cash in the world and they're free to buy whatever they want to buy. Okay. What about you, sir? What's your take on it?
You spend $185 to go to this event. Shut up.
I'm not sure what that stance is, but I like it.
What he said.
This sounds like a bunch of third world countries complaining America has more aircraft carriers than every other modern country combined. It's pay to win. It's pay to play. You're paying to go to an expensive, hobby-oriented experience. That means you need to shell out the money to have the proper equipment to enjoy the hobby. Plain and simple.
Okay.
Anybody that's complaining, boo-hoo, get a second shift. To be super honest, if you think people that have more money than you are cheating, then reevaluate your position in the hobby. That's all I would say.
I agree. I think, and Austin, and there we go. We'll get that's our first highlight for the day. There we go. So
Austin, the dog, dude.
So what if then let's say this because I agree. Listen, if you had $1, $100, $1,000, if you can use it to your advantage, if you've done the hard work. Now, hard work comes in multiple forms, but we'll get into that here in a minute. But let's say there was enough complaining at this event, and they limit your ability to carry grenades. If I'm not mistaken, I think actually
Lion Claws.
Lion Claws just did that at this one, and they've done it at others as well, where you can carry a certain number of grenades, and then you can carry more, but you have to, when you finish this, you have to go back to your AO, get more, and then you can come back out and play.
So they're trying to, I guess you could say, even the playing.
That's what it sounds like. What are your thoughts on something like that, where the event producer does what they can to kind of let the level play?
That's un-American.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
That's un-American in my opinion, because I know people that they'll carry 10 to 15 grenades on their person and get no kills. And then you got certain people with one grenade and take out a whole entire CP.
What's up, Colt? How are you, bud? And by the way, just for you today, Colt, just for you.
All I'm saying is you've got to pay to play. You get what you want, and you make the experience out of it. You get one grenade, you get 10 grenades. Like, do the single damage.
Okay.
I don't call it borderline.
But so you think that if an event producer does it to try to balance the gameplay, you would disagree with that?
I would definitely.
Okay. Toucan, your thoughts? And
I don't like.
Throw something in there.
What was that?
I was telling folks in the chat. Go ahead and chime in.
Now everybody else, they're all cowards. Listen, I don't want event producers to have to hit the bottom line on their local vendors attending and vending at their events. People complaining that there are too many grenades. If it's an AO circumstance, I will give Lion Claws a pass. On the AOs in particular, they're getting malls, they're getting operation hallways, basically. Okay, I will give you that. It does mitigate some of the spammage because it's literally battle of the bottleneck. But other than that one extenuating circumstance, AO, tight AOs, absolutely not. What an actual hit you're doing as an event producer and as a vendor in good faith going to the event to vent. That only hurts people's perception of your ability to control the event and make something that's fun and engaging. The grenades are just tools. The guns are just tools. The backpacks, the plate carriers are just tools. I have a hammer, but Yordi has a hammer. You're never going to believe who's better with a hammer between us. I couldn't build a birdhouse if the nails were sticking in the right places. I've seen Yordi build DEO. It would be with the same hammer. That's all this conversation is. Me with a hammer, someone experienced with a hammer.
So what you're saying?
You're not going to put legislation on a hammer. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. We talked about this before the stream that the gun doesn't make the player makes the game. And I think that whether you can afford it or not, if you can afford to go and play, you should be prepared to play against those uphill odds. It's an advantage, but not an unfair advantage, in my opinion. I don't agree, but because to me, limiting grenade carries to me would be the same as, and Toucan, you and I have disagreed on this for years. It would be the same as having a reset if they get spawn camped.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
think fight with what you've got, push your way out. That's all there is to it. If now,
can you imagine if an event host is like, you're not allowed to have the D-hop in this event because you got 30% more range and 30% more accuracy?
There's no
www.deoairsoft.com.
There's no better advertising than that for me, actually, if they were to ban it. So, but like we've been to events. I know all three of us have been to events where multiple people rolling around with tag and launchers, and just a backpack full of launchables.
Here we go. Our first.
I think a grenade limit is a worthy discussion, but let's just throw it up there. Launcher round limit. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly, Rob. So that's part of what we're talking about is if you stop someone because they bought too much of something, if they own too much of something, at what point do you cut that down? What if they've got an LMG and they have like 40,000 rounds and just a gigantic 6,000 milliamp battery? They just hold the trigger all day long. They got an assistant gunner who just keeps pouring BBs in. What about that? That's
no minimum engagement.
Yeah, and that guy nailed it. Like, also too, like you got to remember, we're doing real fake war. We're LARPing as people in a war. You want to be America. You want to have the unlimited budget. You want to have the best equipment. This is war. Your side had the crappier equipment, you lost. Or you're the underdog. Maybe you'll win just through sheer grit.
And that. Go ahead.
That's it.
Nope.
That's all.
That is definitely the flip side to this. Anytime, and I've said this before. Anytime someone's complaining about someone else's gameplay, how about you take all that energy you spent crying and put it into training? How about you be better instead?
How you and I played. Remember the
Mayhem Mill.
Mayhem Mill.
Yep.
Papa and I took out
the Green Mountain Dew Rangers. And there was every bit of eight or nine of them.
They thought the two of us were like 10.
So and now I'm going to throw this here. I'm going to put this up, but Leo, we're actually going to talk about that for a second because that's one more thing. Comms and teamwork. Teamwork, 100%. 100% teamwork. Comms. Now, don't get me wrong. Balefang's total cost $35.
Pay to play.
But maybe you don't have that extra $35. Maybe that $35 was the only money you had for BBs. You're crippled because you can't communicate. Well, no, not really. And I'm going to share the most recent experience with that. We went to Iron Knife. Night game. I go out with two of the guys from no. Oh my God. No, it'll come back to me. They both have they both have thermal night or no, they had thermals. Yeah, did they have thermal? I think they had thermal. I don't remember if they had thermal or just regular night vision. Thought it was thermal though. And I had no night vision, not infrared, not thermal, not anything. Was I hindered? No, I stayed as far back as the night would allow, which was 10 feet. We had limited vision. 10 feet, stayed behind them, and went with them until we got to engagement area, right? And I was able to fight because it was an open enough area, and I could see people coming and going, and I could communicate close enough with them, they could tell me what's going on. Hand signals absolutely work, right? Not at night, but yes, hand signals absolutely work. If you're complaining about not having enough equipment or not having good enough equipment, you are the equipment. You are the most important piece of equipment on the battlefield. Train yourself, sharpen yourself, hone your skills, and be better. That's where that's a bottom line for me, for sure.
Let me say something controversial here. The equipment, don't be broke. Right there. The training, if you're complaining about the equipment, you'll never bring up the radials, you'll bring up grenades. You'll never bring up good footwear, you'll bring up light machine guns and sniper rifles. You'll never bring up proper eye protection that doesn't fog. You'll bring up people and technicals. You are obfuscating the truth of the actual problem through very minor things.
Yep.
The training almost literally doesn't matter if your gun sucks. Really. Most people go to these events and get away with having great guns, a good Baofeng, but they're about 85 pounds overweight. You know why they do good? They hear the call on the radio, hey, go to this grid coordinate and shoot that way. That's not training. That's, I completed 5th grade. That's, sorry. And if there's 40 of you that can listen to instruction at the same time, who cares how many push-ups you can do?
I would not agree 100% to that.
There is truth absolutely in what you're saying. Yes. There's truth in 100% of what you said, not just in a little. But there is a caveat, and I'll use Top, who hopefully is still in here. I'll use Top as an example. Training. Top will low crawl 1.5 miles through the woods, not use his gun the whole way he's doing it. Get to his CP and take out all of command, and he did it up close. He did it local, no comms, no nothing. He did it all like that.
That's not training. That's conveyance of brain damage executed on the field. I love you, Tops. You're a maniac. Something's wrong.
I'm my number one fan.
The
absolute legend that he is.
Jason, as you should. We are all personally attacking you, but you're a big target, so it's okay. He's lost weight, I think. From here to here, I think he shifted it upward. But I hit strike first. He hasn't called me short in a while. Right. I know he's just building it up.
Shots fired.
If the crux of the conversation is like mostly we're talking about equipment, if we're just obviously nothing is ever so like, there's only two. It's binary. There's no binary in this. It's like obviously you need to be in shape. You need to know how to not trip on a rock and follow basic instruction. But if the crux of the conversation is airsoft, pay to play, pay to win, yes, and everything else is subsidiary. Buy a gun that shoots, buy a backup gun. So if the first gun breaks, you have a gun, good footwear, good eye pro, buy X-Fog, baby. It's like, I'll say it again. You paid $185 to go to the event. Shut up.
I will agree with that, and that's what I was gonna say. That there's 3 things I don't cheat on. Footwear.
Preach.
Okay. Uniforms. Preach. I don't care about because uniform it's just gonna get dirty and ripped up. It doesn't matter if you got cry or you got something.
Smart man.
It doesn't matter.
Hang on.
But let me finish.
Go on.
This is coming from the guy
who doesn't own a $20 uniform.
Exactly. I don't own a $20 uniform.
I don't think your laces are $20.
No, they're not. But
wait, you already shut up. Yeah, wait a second.
But I will say this: for those of you that have seen me gone to events, I go very slick. As long as I have my replica with a D-hop installed, all right, where I can reach out and touch somebody, and I have my secondary replica that has a D-hop, and I have my $1,000 plate carrier, right? So stupid. But 3 things.
I'm slowly drifting towards Greg's side on this.
Footwear, iPro, and my replica, the weapon system I'm using. Everything else can be Amazon. I really don't care. But you don't need a lot of gear to have a great time. You just got to have good gear that's going to perform. And that's where I believe the money should go.
No, you're so absolutely right. So if you bought a gun off the wall, right? If you bought a new airsoft gun off the wall, nowadays almost everything that you're buying it from a reputable store, not a Bass Pro, not a like what we used to call Walmart guns, things like that. I'll get something from an airsoft store. You're getting something that actually does shoot straight and will shoot fairly well. They're all coming nowadays. The widest bore barrel you're getting is 605. They all have rotary hop ups. They all, they're coming with almost all guns are coming with some form of MOSFET now. They all can take lithium batteries. Like you've got all this now. So there's no more garbage guns out there. Not new.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I'll go with Toucan on this one. I don't know about that.
Have you looked at the catalog lately? I still like. Why do they make certain guns? Like, come on. Complete with real plastic sight. Shut up.
Well, like I said, a reputable airsoft store. So you're going to have a gun that can shoot at least 60 feet. Okay. You know, hopefully more. Obviously, I mean, most of them come out from the factory being able to shoot better than that.
Back shots.
Here, you're never going to win me over on this one, but you know that.
Like I will never buy a $400, $600 sight to put on an airsoft weapon.
And that's fair.
And I've seen people do this, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's a real deal thing.
There you go, Jason. If you're still in the chat, you and the rest of Dark Horse, you guys are famous and known for night vision. I mean, you're not the only ones. I mean, we got guys here that have night vision, but you guys get night vision. That definitely gives you an advantage at night. But and you're talking anywhere from 4,000 to 14,000, you know, depending on what you've gotten. Yeah. Is it is it an unfair advantage?
No.
Do they have an unfair, and I don't think that it is.
Depends on the mission, depends on the AO.
Yeah.
Watch this. I know it's not an unfair advantage. I'm not gonna give myself an out. I'll die on the hill. It's not an unfair advantage. They can afford it. You can't. You want to wear a Toyota Corolla on your helmet to be better than everybody else? Do it. They make payments. You know.
I get it. But I know somebody's wearing night vision. Like, you know, if I'm in a complete dark, like I am turning on my flashlight.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, a $3 flashlight beats $10,000 night vision all day long. God, motive you get, and you know what, yes. Leo, you're right. You are absolutely right. But it does. But the money doesn't trump it, which is why, like, if I felt like there wasn't a way around somebody spending all that money, then I would say, hey, maybe we need to have tiers. Maybe we need to have levels of events.
What?
Yeah.
No. Hear the whole thing out. If I didn't feel that there was a way to get around the money that is spent, like I believe wholeheartedly. I mean, if all I had left was a pistol, and I really wanted to go to an event, I'm going to the event. I'll run with my pistol. That's it. Pistol, speed loader, and a bottle of BBs. Let's have at it.
And we have, Papa built pistols here that reach over 100 feet anyway. So so yes, you can technically do a mill school event with a pistol. Yeah. Just bring enough mag.
Now, if I felt otherwise, if I felt like there wasn't a way to outmaneuver the hard-earned cash, then I would say, hey, maybe this event is only for people that are this tier. Don't go because you won't have a good time. But I don't agree with that. I don't think that that's the case. I had a phenomenal time. I don't bring any. My great gear is either because Doc put it together for me, or even my guns are pieced together. They're piecemeal together from stuff I had. I don't spend any money on my stuff. I really don't. Christian has to because he breaks everything he touches. But other than that,
like he's checking right now,
I've never met anybody so hard on guns before. Never.
Yeah, and you know what?
Listen.
And you know what? Fuck those guns. They shouldn't break for how much I pay for them. Fuck them.
You wouldn't have to pay so much if you didn't have to pay for them over and over and over again.
Yeah. No, fuck them. I'll bring Mayhem Mill as another example. There was a point where I just used a knife, and I took out a whole entire team with a knife. So
yeah, that's definitely that's skill all day right there, using a knife. So having that complaint, the grenade complaint is the one that really gets me all the time.
If I go to an event and I mentally prep myself and I work hard, and I'll be like, I am spending $500 on grenades, and I what's it called? I limit myself.
Yeah.
Because if I don't limit myself, I'm the type of guy that will spend $1,000 on grenades or more.
There
my
are people
God.
that I don't throw grenades anymore. I just don't even. I know it's not happening. No, thank you. I gave a Savage Pass to Fiverr because of how well he did it. Iron Knife, he killed it. He had some of the best throws I've ever seen. Some people just play better that way. They play better with that equipment. Gear depends on the AO. Yeah, okay. So gear depends on the AO and can make the difference.
If you run fast.
Yeah. There you go. So less gear can make you faster.
And getting in shape.
Now I'll admit, we're getting ready to go to Gladius.
Gladius. Woo woo.
Our uniform for Gladius there's a couple different ones. Toucan went with something way different. But multi-cam black is the primary. He went. What is yours called? Block something? T-block.
There you go. I was about to say, really?
And
I got a phone call for Sal over this camo. I'm so happy with it.
Christian got it on sale for the price of a used car.
I actually did not, believe it or not.
Chris got his pants were a mortgage payment.
Wait, what? What do you spend?
Over $400. Over $400
on the pants.
On the pants alone.
On the pants, yes, sir. And
oh God,
your whole uniform
is
not cheap.
No. So I'll tell everybody what I'm wearing. I'm wearing 511 pants, which are $90-something.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ripstop, waterproof, whatever. And my top is a $20 Amazon.
My entire top bottom $43 after taxes, shipping, everything.
Poor.
It came with a hat, and it came with a balaclava, and it came with fingerless.
I don't care about the top because if it gets ripped and it's cheap, it gets ripped, I'll throw it away. The only thing I truly care about is my footwear, my iPro, my Xbox, shout out to Xbox, and the system that you put.
No, actually, and you had it, in my opinion, you had it right. If you only have a set amount of money to spend, start with your iPro. Listen, if you've got $500 total, let's say, right? Well, I guess you're getting a cheap gun because you need to iPro first.
Gotta see.
And then if you are going to a large AO or something like that, you want footwear. You want to try to whatever you got to do to. But even then, $36 for a pair of fan goggles if you can't afford the Xbox.
Right.
It
depends on the person's face.
Yeah.
So like, I need goggles. I hate the way they feel on my face. I feel like trapped. My peripheral vision goes to shit. I like my Oakleys.
Here's
that's pretty good.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Pants that he got, they actually do have air intake. Keeps everything nice and cool.
Mine are made of 3-layer paper, so I'm good there. It's probably not going to tear on me.
Here's a thought. I think we're forgetting to frame this in a very particular way. If you're going to an event, like a MilSim event, and you're like, oh, I got to get this, that, or the other, maybe you need to wait another year. Yeah. If it's too much. Spread out the things you want to buy over the course of a year. Play at your local field, see what works and what doesn't. Slowly in increments, buy what you need. That's what I did forever. I would go to MilSim events with the Elite Force G36 KV.
Yes.
A black pair of black Wrangler pants, and then a green pair of Wranglers, and then like a long sleeve shirt I got at the Gap. So it's like, yeah, I think also too, if you're like, oh, I can't spend $800 for this event, yeah, don't go. Wait next year. Spend $800 over 12 months. It's fine.
Yeah, and I agree. You were saying it before. A lot of people complain because they can't compete. So they'd rather complain. They'd rather tear down. If you can't make it to this, then hold off. Save. Learn to save. Maybe that's what Airsoft will do for you. It'll teach you to save. You got to do you got to do what you got to do. If you're worried about, hey, I need money for comms, I need money for grenades, I need money for this, I need money for that, then stop spending it frivolously, and put it in a bucket. And every week, every
month. Let's talk about experience. A question for both of you. In your airsoft experience, and actually this goes into the military, my military experience and yours. What's the one thing that brings a soldier or Marine down when you're out in the field? It's your boots.
Asking the wrong guy. I remember I was in tanks.
Oh well, I'm infantry, so I was on the ground. So having a good pair of shoes like me, it's Merrell. What's the other? Christian, help me out. Merrell. What's the other
Solomon's.
one? Solomon's. I have a pair of Solomon boots. Yes, they cost me over $280 or $380, something like that.
Who cares?
Who cares? Because
who cares?
when I play in an event, I don't stop. As long as my feet feel good, I keep going. But the moment I start feeling uncomfortable and I start getting, just pain, it makes a bad experience.
Absolutely, I agree with that. But you're speaking. The question here is pay to win the unfair advantage, and what you're saying is, you guys are also save your money, do what you got to do, get the right stuff. But beyond the right stuff is, again, Iron Knife, our ISRs were thermal drones. Unfair advantage?
No, just like Christian, like Toucan said, this is America. This is war. Not a team with a better.
I agree. Now I have my own feelings about drones. I think drones, if they're in play, they're in play. Me personally, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like if I can send a drone up and direct a soldier where to go, then that drone should be.
So there goes $10,000.
I'm just saying. So
somebody needs to come up with some sort of system where, like, you point at the drone, it's like drone's out.
EMP. But I think, yeah. But going back to what I said before, like you definitely started to jump on this. What if event producers started putting on different tiered events? I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm throwing it out there because
how is that going to drive the price now? Because now you got a regular event at, what's an average event cost, Toucan?
You said it before.
Like 180
right now, anywhere from 1.
Oh, well, hold on. Actually, I think you guys are so. There's local events, there's state events, then there's milsims. All right, milsims. What you're talking about, Greg, already exists. You can spend 150 to like $350 for a national level event. You can spend 75 to like $115 for like a local, like, oh, this field's having an event. Like, for example, Red Monarch, Future Wars, those are like state level, local milsim events. But the national level, like Third Coast Airsoft or MSW, completely different tier, almost apples and oranges. Right, then you have like local field events. I mean, the tiers already exist.
Right, but he's talking about, like, for example, I believe Lions Claw has an event called Irene, where you have to have a certain uniform if you're going to go to a certain team.
So does every MSW event, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one game or one event that I couldn't go because I didn't go to a previous Lions Claw event. Like, it's that kind of, like, you have to go to like one or two previously in order to be able to go to Irene. Yeah. So that makes it, a tier higher than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, that there is a level of exclusivity there.
Exactly.
And is that what is necessary to kind of gauge this? You're
gonna have one small event. Then
another hot take here. Nothing's necessary. This is a hobby. You don't have to do any of this. You don't have to go out and play. You can stay home. You can go to your job. You can drink a beer and watch the Knicks. You don't have to do any of this. This is all optional. So the fact that people complain like unfair this, something that, like, I would understand from a rules perspective, but if it's like other people enjoying their hobby in their way, and then you're getting a complaint from people that aren't trying as hard, you paid $185. Shut up.
And again, I wish I felt more strongly on the other side. I wish I could combat this, but I can't because logically speaking, you showed up. This guy makes more than you, and he can afford to do it. You can only afford to go to one a year. Okay, you can only. Nobody's ruining it for you because they spend extra money. Like that's it. you're ruining it for them by complaining about they're doing their best. Shut up and do your best.
I would like to say that there's probably teams out there that they come together. They probably do like a monthly, like, where they save money.
Association fee?
Yeah, association type deal. And then they go to an event. Okay, we got X amount of money in the bank. And they just start buying everything that they need. Now you got a well-prepared team.
Yep.
And they're going in there and they're just, just dominating.
Leo has a great point, and I'm wholeheartedly in agreement to this, Leo. The alt sims they completely supersede this conversation.
Right.
Alt sims are made to be accessible for the 14-year-olds to the 50-year-olds, but in the actual truest sense. The only thing restricting you is literally your clothing, nothing else. Your clothing and your drive to be there. That's it.
Alt sims, and we'll use your favorite, which is a fantastic one, Mind Game Productions, Matt McLaughlin, Wasteland. You are actually limited by the amount of ammo you can bring, by the grenades you can bring. You do find limitations there. So maybe that is it. Maybe that is where the playing field is level. When you choose your perks, you choose your character, you choose your way to play, and here it is. That's all there is to it.
You can bring silly string.
Well, and here's the thing, right? Alt sims and Mind Game Productions, Flames of the Rebellion, the Stalker, the Zone game, Wasteland. All the rules are accessories and tools. You want to talk about tools? Your gun and gear aren't the tools. Your characteristics and your abilities are your gear, and the abilities, quote unquote, are all reliant on your ability to convey what they are, interact with other players. Your social skills is your overall sharpest tool to sharpen for those events. Everything else is accoutrement to the event. Completely supersedes the conversation we're having, I would easily argue. But Leo makes a fantastic point, completely outside the realm. We want cosplayers to hardcore milsimmers to people that wander into like, what the hell are these dorks doing?
Right.
You guys are stupid. We want everyone. We don't want people that will listen. We don't want people that will dress a certain way. We don't want people that we just want people. That's it. That's all.
Yeah,
that is all.
And I can attest to that, me being a milsimmer myself, going to my first Wasteland. It was actually a fresh of breath air when I went to Wasteland. I was like, wow, I don't have to follow nobody's commands. Like I get like an RPG, it's role playing, literally role playing.
Yep.
And it was
bless your compliment.
It was pretty cool. I had a really good time at Wasteland.
And more to be had this November.
Okay, so now we move on to the what I think might be the final part of this, and that would be technicals. How much does a technical play into the unfair advantage?
I think technicals suck at most events. I don't care.
Okay, all right.
When it comes to technicals, to me, it should be a military vehicle, not just some flapped out car.
That is a military vehicle in third world countries.
I was gonna say, actually, Freddie, or not Freddie, Sal. I like how Sal allows, like, you get the Humvees and like the Toyota Helix situation going on. Like, I like, because that's where even the Ukraine, you see German Leopard 2 tanks with a Toyota Corolla with 4 like top of the line operators cruising next to it. That's jazz, baby.
But the difference, the reason why I say what I say is because you got green and tan, right? Let's talk basics. Everybody's wearing, they're using M4s like it's like American military versus American military. Like there is no third world. Like if you're gonna do that, then everybody else on the other team should be like no uniforms, AK-40, like AK style.
Now you're talking MSW, but
yeah, actually,
Toyota Helix with an actual technical,
but
a Dishka.
But now you're playing in an event, and there's technicals there because somebody has expendable cash and could build themselves or buy themselves this vehicle, and they're basically without grenades. If you don't have grenades, you can't take them down. Think about that. You can't take a technical down unless you have a grenade. Is there now an unfair advantage because somebody spent that money?
You're thinking too much of the individual, not the team. No. If you don't have the ability,
I'm just asking the question.
then let me. If you as the individual don't have the ability to eliminate a technical, you need to participate in the event and communicate to your squad and coordinate some anti-tank. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. The vehicles look scarier than their effectiveness. I think the scare value of a vehicle is stronger than its actual killing power. And obviously, I mean, we've all been victims of it. You too. A technical runs through and kills like 20 people. Like it happens, but they suck overall.
But I think it's fair. In order to take down a technical, it should be a grenade or a
Yeah,
tag.
I'm not disagreeing.
Stop shooting BBs at the vehicles.
Spoken like a man who's been shot in the face being on the back of a technical.
You should know because you calmed me down.
I think that the technicals that you should be able to shoot.
I think so too. I think you should be able to Swiss cheese technicals.
Yep, but I think windows should be up for drive for inside passengers. But yeah,
like actually shoot BBs at.
Yep.
100%.
The gunner, not no one inside. No one inside can shoot out. It's top gunners or bed gunners, right? Everybody inside windows have to be up.
So I do agree with that. The gunner should be able to get shot.
Yeah.
But when you got rule sets that says don't shoot the vehicle.
No, you're right. But that's how you level the playing field with a $15,000-$20,000 technical. If you're shooting small rounds at me, I should be able to shoot small rounds back at you.
So what do you think the rule should be? If you shoot the gunner, you take the gunner out. Does the gunner revive after 20 seconds? Do you have like a X amount of seconds and then the gunner's back up? Because nobody has a grenade to shoot at the. How do you revive the gunner?
If it's a vehicle like a Humvee, for example, someone in the Humvee can pull them down, revive them, send them back up.
But you want to hear my dream rules for a technical?
If you can't access them, and I think we've kind of gone off topic here, but if you can't access the gunner, you have to stop the vehicle, get out, revive them, and then that's what you have to do. But they bleed out. Okay. But I think that's how you offset that, because you do have technicals are very much what's the phrase, OP.
They are
is that what the kid says?
Yeah, OP.
And they are. And if you don't have the means, and you're 100% right though, get somebody who does have the means. Go find a team who does have the means. Go find a player who has the means to take out the technical. I agree with you.
Let me put my 2 cents in for the technical rules real quick. Here's my dream set of technical rules. You cannot shoot the driver. You cannot shoot the gunner and eliminate them. You can shoot at the technical as much as you want. Doesn't matter. Nothing's going to happen. Swiss cheese it. In terms of shooting at the vehicle, you treat it like a player. There's the MEDs. I don't care. The grenades are the only thing that eliminate it. I'm for eliminating as much player policing as possible. I'm sick of hearing people go, it went to, oh, you shot here. You can't shoot the technical. Oh, but it drove through crossfire. Shoot the fucking technical. Shoot it. I don't care. It's not going to die. Just shoot at it.
Part of the reason why I think you should be able to shoot the main gunner, the outside gunner, is they're usually shooting 30 rounds per second. They're just casing the entire woodline. They don't care. That gives him this great ability to do that. You should be able to do it back. And one of you's getting shot.
Hit the gunner or not, I don't care. I think the rule that don't shoot the technical, I'm over it. I think that should just be gone. I think you should be able to shoot at it even though you can't hurt it. Just anything to eliminate this complaining. That's, controversial take, I know, but like player policing, over it with that. It just leads to people having guaranteed complaints. I wish tech rules were one grenade, rocket, immobilize the second hit. Now there's an interesting.
Yeah.
There's an interesting.
I've heard that before, but Rob, I agree. I just think that I know that it's difficult, and a lot of people don't want to roll their windows up. They don't want windows to get broken by BBs. I 100% get all that, really do. I just don't. It's either that or you make that the driver at least has to wear some kind of complete full face protection. Because
we've done that before. Mark and I actually wore full face protection where they allowed to shoot their. I can't remember what event was.
It was a long time ago.
It was probably a Doomsday event.
You used to be able to shoot.
Yeah, Doomsday event. Yeah.
Damn, we should have just talked about technicals for this stream. I could talk about this forever.
but going back to pay to play. What do you guys think on the chat? I mean, is it worth spending $1,000 in uniform? It's just one set. That's $500 for a top, $500 for a bottom.
Better, no way.
Then you got your knee pads. That's another like $30-$40. Then you got your your shoulder protection. You got your eye pro. I think eye pro and boots is the number one thing that you should never cheat on.
There's. I think most people.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Laz?
What up, Les? I think most people, especially my age and younger, look for good reproductions or surplus always. Not a lot of people buy, actual military contract clothes manufacturers. I guess for the few minority of you that do, whatever, no one respects you, you're stupid. An interesting question I would pose to you guys is how, because it's mostly repros people buy, it are mostly reproductions people buy. How much would you pay for an accurate reproduction of camis, an outfit?
How much would I pay?
Well, not you. You're a cheapskate.
Yeah, I'm 100% a cheapskate.
So
yeah.
So here's the thing. The reason why I don't like buying repro uniforms is because of the fit.
You're Gucci and spoiled. Sorry.
It's a fitment. Like they come from like obviously overseas, and it says size 36-30 or size 35-30, and when I get it, it's a size 31.
Oh, so it's because you're fat.
Greg, you're short and ugly and cheap and stout. Hey, I want the other adult in the room to talk.
I am not ugly.
All right.
It's subjective. Yordi.
There's certain items that I do buy off of Amazon or Temu, whatever the case may be. Like my dump.
Yeah.
I got a $5 dump pouch on a $400 belt.
I won't tell the committee.
Yeah, Dude, he's like, what? What? Yeah.
So,
anyway,
I'm using a heat gun right now, by the way.
Yeah. There's certain, again, pants. Pants are very important to me. Some of you guys, what chafing is. It sucks. Gotta have really good underwear and pants.
Powder doesn't hurt.
I don't like powder. It makes it I don't know, weird.
In a pinch, spray on deodorant, kids.
Mr. Cartwright. Right. Look at that. He is still alive.
Looking good,
Oh, shout out to Nick, who goes through a Eastern European manufacturer for custom reproduction uniforms, and they're awesome.
This is definitely the guy who's on the side of spending money. Has your complete and total carbon fiber gun and your fully head-to-toe custom kit.
Listen,
in his defense, it wasn't that.
And there's certain things that that's my 2 cents. Pay to play. I do pay to play.
Yep.
But that's the point of it's a hobby. That's it. It's not like going to the park and throwing a frisbee. It's like, oh, you want to have a model train or a model airplane or an RC car. It's like, dog, you're spending money. You could equate airsoft to that.
Like, when I go, I want the right equipment, but it doesn't have to be the expense. Like,
that's to fit you.
Dom used to get mad at me all the time because I would just grab something and I didn't care and I would throw it. At least now I have it fits. It has the right pouches to carry stuff.
By the way, his most expensive piece of gear actually came from his son that put together for him for the CAG logo.
Yes. Yep. And I haven't worn it yet.
Yeah. And when he saw that, he was like, "What? You spent what?"
It does need to fit, but you can find fit. You can find functional on the cheap. You can definitely find all of that.
Functional versus effective. There's a fun topic in this. Functional versus effective. I can buy a knockoff pair of blue jeans and they'll work, or I could buy a pair of Wranglers and I know the quality's there. I know the cut's great. I know the stitching's good. So there's another facet to this.
I look at what they're made out of. I look at the material that they're being made out of. I look at all that stuff because I had really bad experience with reproduction uniform. It just doesn't feel right on my skin. I don't know.
His skin is sensitive to low cost. Yes, low cost. His car actually dies when he gets closer to Section 8 housing. It's weird. He has to get a tow, but only from anything with silver to gold hooks.
Greg is literally the Ebenezer Scrooge before his epiphany of purchasing things. Another farthing more for this BB, son. No goose for your family, Bob Cratchit.
I reuse BBs. I don't know what you're talking about. Watch them. Yeah. Reuse them. I can't do it.
Guys, I can't do it.
But I will say this: everything that I have, it's over 8 to 10 years old because I bought a really good quality piece of equipment and it's lasting.
Oh, you got that CAD kit.
Well, that was something new.
Look at Captain Judgy over here. Look at Captain Judgy.
I do got to call you out for this. Don't you actually have an actual Gucci kit? An actual Gucci kit, not the term Gucci, the brand Gucci.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yep. Ground babies are the best way to save money.
Sand pocket.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
So, all right.
Pocket sand.
Give me some last thoughts, Toucan.
Last thoughts. Yordi, a pleasant surprise to have you on. This was an absolute treat. Thank you for being on. It's always appreciated to see you here, so I have an adult to talk to on this godforsaken stream.
Just call you short.
Cheapskate over here judging you for buying good stuff, by the way. I'm just flip-flopping between Yordi and you.
Literal Gucci gear. Not for buying good stuff.
I mean, does it feel good?
It does. It really does. It really does, knowing that I can walk into any event and be like, yo, my gear is worth more than all of you guys.
Okay, and now I hate you again. And I'm back on Greg's side. Hello.
0.06 cent BB will still kill you. Yep.
Anybody can kill me. You can try.
Shout out to HPA BBs. The only BB I'll use on a Milton.
Grab a D-hop. Make sure you got a D-hop.
Yep. So, all right. So, and you, sir, last, give me some final thoughts.
For those of you, buy grenades. Right now, www.DEOAirsoft.com. We have them available.
We don't ship them.
I'm going to buy you a NASCAR shirt with sponsors.
No, they can still, wait, can they still,
they can
put them to the side? Like they can,
pick them up later?
Yeah, pick them up later.
Yes. Yeah, they could do that. Not at
pre-orders.
Any events that we're not.
No. For those of you local here to North Fort Myers or in Florida, come pick them up here at our store.
Closing thoughts from Yordi. Buy our stuff.
No. Again, last thing is like, do not cheap out on footwear. Trust me, it really helps you do a better experience. Like, you'll be happy, feeling good. It really makes all.
Anything to upset Greg. No.
Gentlemen, thank you so very much. Always a pleasure having you. Always a pleasure to be with you, sir. I hope to see you sometime soon.
Sooner than you think, actually. Dude, I'm so excited for Gladius. I got to come down and I'm so excited.
We're trying to put a meeting together so we can get everybody together as best as possible.
Well, let me know more than a day in advance.
If you find yourself free somehow, and this goes for anybody in the chat, Nick, more specifically you, this Friday here at Dead End Outfitters and DEO Action Sports Center, we are doing Hamburger Hill. Come on out and just tailgate, have some fun, music, games. You can come inside and play if you want. Go play some airsoft, sit outside, play some cornhole or some darts or whatever you want. Have a burger.
And we have a special going on.
Yeah, I usually come inside. Yeah,
every Tuesday and Friday.
Tuesday and Fridays, guys. Bring a buddy, and your buddy gets half off on entry.
Yep. So, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you guys in the chat. Wonderful seeing everybody. Until the next time, we will see you.